All righty, guys. It is 3:30 this Tuesday, July 22nd. Time to wrap it up for today. And we're going to flat out range bound market. So we had a day which started off with a little bit of weakness, a little bit of strength, a little bit of strength, a little bit of more weakness, a little bit of strength, and here we go. So we are pretty much holding in a range. I would say that since we are holding this area right now, the 25s, I would start off on the long side again. Drop the edge a little bit because it looks like they pushed that edge a little bit lower to the 63.15s. But the 25 edge held up. I mean, earlier on this week or yesterday, we included that 63.10 in the levels, but so we are back on that one. We did not extend to the upside we did not extend to the upside today. So we are technically in stage two. In other words, the volume profile did not extend, making new high. So we are in stage two, and let's see if they hold here tomorrow, we'll be in stage three. So this could be like the little small move out of the middle, which just kind of stalls, and then let's go sideways for a bit. We'll see. It could be also that today is just the holding day, and if we start seeing them extending to the upside tomorrow again, well, we are back on stage one. And if they don't, if they start heading lower, well, we're definitely in stage two then, looking for a spot to cut off the selling. So overall, I would just start off flat out range bound right now. Looking to sell strength at this point against the 50s and the 60s for rotation down. Looking to buy weakness against the 35 to 40s, the 30s, and down to the 15, 16 here for rotations back up. So that's kind of the dynamic. Probably include the 63.10s too for rotations back up. So that's the range down to 63.10 up to that 63.60s. Let's see how this whole thing shakes out in the overnight. But today has been one of those. It's a fairly light volume trading, a couple of violent moves, but not super crazy. We got 800,000 contracts traded for a day, so not too crazy stuff, too much crazy stuff. Looking at the let's see here. Looking at the news for tomorrow. Wednesday, we got mortgage apps, existing home sales at 10, nothing at 8:30. In Atlanta, Fed business inflation expectations, oil report, 20-year auction. Pretty light news day. Nothing much to drive the market, to be honest with you. So expecting more of a range-bound trading day. If anything, depending on what stage we are in here, we may see a retest of the highs extension to the upside, or we're going to stay in stage two and maybe look for further weakness, see if they can find a spot to cut off the selling. But it's anyone's guess. Tomorrow, by the way, it's going to be both Google and Tesla is reporting tomorrow after the close. So that's going to be an interesting dynamic happening on that one. It kicks off the big seven tech earnings, and I'm probably going to set the stage for the market, see if they're going to try to take this higher or if they're going to have an issue. Is Google or Tesla misses, it could certainly set the market off on a little trajectory to the downside. So that's the ES range bound trading to get started. Look to sell up to 60s, look to buy down to 10s. All right. NASDAQ and the and bonds, so bond market. Oops, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Take this guy off like that. So the bond market pretty much holding in the range. Split out wide there, fold it together. So we have pretty much we run it up here to the 114s, and that's pretty much died off. So I would start off with a slight bias to the upside, look to buy weakness down to the 28s, 1328s, down to the or the 1320s for rotations back up. Move these edges a little bit for tomorrow. But starting off with a bias to the upside, given today's trading, and see if they can extend or not. If not, let's go back range bound. NASDAQ also in a spot where they backed off. They're in stage two. So they did not extend. Also a pretty good run to the downside. They have a new edge to contend with right here at the 23,100s. So I would look to sell strength. I'm going to move these edges a bit. We're going to have a nice edge here at the 250s and 300 for rotations back down. And then looking to buy against support 200s, 170s down to the 100s for rotations back up. So fairly straightforward action, range-bound trading on the Nasdaq to get started. And if we don't see a new highs and start taking this back up again tomorrow, we may see a move to the downside. Would be a stage two and looking for a spot to cut off the selling. So that's kind of the stage we are in. So we're starting off range-bound in the overnight. Not much news to drive the market, so chances are we're not going to see big moves right now. And then finally, oil and gold. And so Oil range bound, traded back up again a little bit, but you can see here they have a long-term mode right here at the 65s, and that's going sideways. So range bound trading on oil right now, not particular bias on that one. And gold, I would start off on the long side. Looks to me like they're trying to take this higher. They did blow out that 34, 10, 15 edge, so that they took that thing out, and then and it's on the way higher. So with that edge gone, right, we are definitely leaning towards the long side of the market, and I would say. Looking to buy weakness at this point against that 30, 34, 35s. I did adjust it. We have a single print here. I got to take a look at that in the overnight, but definitely looking to buy weakness for rotations back up again on gold. And if the trade below this area, the 34.15s, well, then we're back range bound. But right now, it looks to me like we are pointed higher on gold. So trade that on the long side of the market to get started. All right, back to the ES. And at this point, we are pretty darn range bound. So I said we wrap it up. Let's see if they get a little bit of strength here into the close. But starting off range bound no matter what. And then we take it from there. So, alrighty, guys, we leave it there. I'll see you back bright and early in the morning. You guys have a good evening. Later.